From humble beginnings, a slang term becomes popular around the world, transforming from a simple abbreviation into a cultural icon. On March 23, 1839, OK is first published in a Boston newspaper. In the late 1830s, it is popular among younger, educated circles to misspell words intentionally and then abbreviate them and use them as slang. Some of the more popular misspelled abbreviations are KY for no use, KG for no go, and OW for all right. OK for all correct becomes the abbreviation that stands the test of time, partly because it is printed in the Boston Morning Post in 1839. Politics also play a role. Supporters of President Martin Van Buren's 1840 re-election campaign organized a gang of thugs called the OK Club, referring both to his hometown of Old Kinderhook, New York, and the newly popularized slang expression. Supporters of Van Buren's opponent William Henry Harrison use OK as well, but to besmirch Van Buren's political mentor Andrew Jackson. They satirically claim that Jackson himself invented OK, insulting his spelling abilities. Stay tuned, as we'll learn how OK has spread beyond the US and beyond the English language. We'll also learn how we do similar things with language today, and we'll talk about who discovered OK's origins. Don't forget to check out Today in History in my Teachers Pay Teachers store. There's a link in the description. It's amazing that OK has survived as slang for nearly 200 years. What may be more amazing is how it has transcended geography, language, and culture. It can be heard all over the world today, from native speakers of German, Chinese, Hebrew, Russian, Arabic, and many more. When I lived in Italy in the 1990s, OK was commonly used by people of all ages. They would use it on its own, or often with the word tutto, which means all or everything. It was almost daily I'd hear an Italian say, tutto ok. Some things haven't changed that much since the 1830s. We see similar slang practices in society today with intentional misspellings of words like girl and boy as GURL and BOI. In fact, a couple of months ago, I had this whole discussion with one of my middle school classes about the word boy spelled BOI. And there were a couple of students in the class who were very adamant that it had a very different meaning, and depending on whether it's all capitalized or how exactly you pronounce it, it completely changes what it means. Now, I don't remember the ins and outs of this at this point, but it's interesting how these terms evolve. Additionally, slang abbreviations have become especially popular today because of online messaging with popular expressions like SMH for shaking my head or GOAT for greatest of all time. American linguist Alan Walker Reed, a professor at Columbia University in New York City, researched and uncovered the true history of the expression's origin in the 1960s. Before that time, its genesis had been a mystery. Before Reed's research, there were numerous erroneous theories as to the origin of the term. Some thought it came from a popular army biscuit called the Orrin Kendall. Others believed it started with Choctaw Indian chief Old Keokuk's written signature. Reed dispelled those and other bogus theories. Well, if you like what you've seen today, please make sure to like and subscribe, and you can watch another great Mr. Lewis video here or another one right here. Thanks for watching.